You know about rolling down into a deep space, flowing down in slow motion like an astronaut out in outer space. Well, I know nothing about it, but I know it's a, popular song, and we're swimming in the ocean. So this is a roguelike with style. It's Neon Abyss. Lots of quick action. There are almost bullets everywhere on the screen when you're playing this. The controls are very tight and fairly intuitive. I kind of struggled a little bit between firing on the right stick and moving on the left stick, but you get used to it after a few minutes. Yeah, I could imagine using a mouse and a keyboard as being far more intuitive. This is probably like the fanciest 2D roguelike I've ever played in my life. The graphics are heavily detailed pixels with lots of like neon lighting and bright colors. There's a lot of humor with the boss names, but they pretty much follow like basic patterns. Like some try and like crush you, others try and like charge at you. And there's a lot of humor with it too. They're strong and cool weapons. The cat gun manages to shoot fish bones at you, or at the enemies I mean. And the bosses seem to just have like really basic strategies, as I said. There's multiple difficulty options. Even normal doesn't seem that hard, at least halfway through the game. I chose medium difficulty, and I almost managed to beat it just on the medium difficulty. And then when you die, obviously it's a roguelike, you have to restart. There's 10 different characters. They all seem to be different, have different personalities, but they seem to all sort of play the same except for one. It's really a 2D looter shooter. Like, you can get a lot of items and by grinding and unlock permanent upgrades, but the starter upgrades aren't that great. Sort of like there's balloon items that let you float around, so you can actually not have to constantly jump around boss battles and whatnot. Major con is I find there's never enough coins to unlock the upgrades that you want to unlock, unless you grind significantly. The skill tree on the first page is actually pretty crappy, so you have to grind for a while just to get to the decent stuff in this game. It does get better. As well as you seem to run out of grenades quickly, and there's only some items that you, or some doors that you can open just with grenades. It's hard to tell what projectiles a lot of the time are coming from you and which are coming from enemies, and when there's multiple enemies, like, it just seemed like a huge mass of projectiles, debris everywhere. So it doesn't take long to beat the game. It's a roguelike. It's pretty short. There's like 5 levels. I got to like, I think the 3rd level. And that only took like 10 to 15 minutes on medium difficulty. So just pretty much getting more items is really where the heart of this game is at. And unless you're interested in doing that, you probably won't find this game too interesting after 20 minutes or so. Unless you're determined to like unlock everything, and then I assume that's like 5-10 hours. The game costs $22.79 regular price. On the Steam sale right now it's $11.39, which only seems to be fair if you really love roguelikes. I would say for most people it's a solid 7 out of 10 at most. And then if you really like roguelikes, this is like 8 out of 10 for you. It's one of the best roguelikes to play. It's just too short for most people, so it's like a short burn game. So as a reminder, don't lose yourself in the abyss, and don't worry about respawning, because you can always respawn in a roguelike. Keep on gaming.